Very good evening, illustrious sir. My guest is our brother Frank Ullmann, the potentate of the EMIRAT European Shrine Temple. Many thanks, illustrious sir, for your time and for sharing with our audience your vision regarding shrine in Europe.
Yeah, brother Claudio, thank you for the invitation and for allowing me to present EMIRAT Shrines here.
I thank you. Frank, for sure we have in our audience people that doesn't know what is shrine about. Please describe in few words this outstanding philanthropic society for kids.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
First of all, Shriners is a fraternal organization and it's a part of freemasonry. Not every master mason is a Shriner, but every Shriner is a master mason. The Shriners focus on philanthropy and support medical care for children in need through a network of Shriners hospitals for children. They are known for their distinctive red fairs and organized parades and events to raise awareness and funds for their charitable efforts.
Please let us know a short history of shrine in the United States.
Yes, in 1870, a group of Masons met frequently for lunch at the Knickerbocker Cottage in New York City. Among them were Walter M. Fleming, a physician, and William Florence, an actor. The group often talked about starting a new fellowship for Masons and one that would be based more on fun and fellowship than serious ritual. Fleming and Florence took this idea seriously and became active. Florence had been traveling in France and had been invited to a party at the home of an Arab diplomat there. And yeah, the party had been staged in a style of a musical comedy, and its climax consisted of all the guests becoming members of a ancient secret society. The exotic style, foreign flavors, and extraordinary music of the Arabian feast inspired him to propose this theme as the base for the new community. Fleming took Florence's ideas and together they designed a ritual and emblem and customs of the now ancient Arabic order of the nobles of the mystic shrine. That was the long and old name of the Shriners. It was also established that members should wear the red fez. You see it on my head, and yeah, every Shriner wear this fez. The first meeting of the Mecca Shriners, that was the first temple in the US, was held on 26 in 20 September 26 in 1872. But it took about 4 years more before the idea of the Shriners really began to bear fruit. They also became involved in charitable work and continued to grow. The members of the Shriners fraternity have always shared a desire to help those in need. In the late 1910s, as a polio epidemic swept across the United States, it was apparent that many children were going without appropriate care. So the Shriners established a children's hospital to meet this need. On May 12, 1922, was placed the cornerstone of the first Shriners hospitals in Shreveport, Louisiana. So in 2022, we celebrated the 150 years of Shriners, of the organization, and 100 years of Shriners Children's. What's the actual name? It's not only Shriners Hospitals, it's Shriners Children's. Let's talk about later why this is, and then you can feel that we are more than the hospitals now.
Frank, please tell us about shrine hospitals, how many they have there, what kind of affections is possible to be treated, and so on.
Yeah. Today as Shriners, we operate children's hospitals, excellence centers, outreach clinics, and telemedicine centers in the US, Canada, and Mexico. The vision of 2035 is to transform from 22 hospitals to 3 or 4, with more outreach clinics, centers of excellence, and the largest telemedicine in the world. This is a journey from 22 hospitals to become a worldwide working aid organization. Special attention is given to prosthetics, scoliosis, burns, and many related diagnoses. Children are treated free of charge until the age of 18.
Do you believe that European mentality embraces in a similar way as the Americans does the philanthropy? I ask you this because the Freemasonry in Europe is quite different compared to the North American one, as well as different to the South and Central American craft. I dare to say that the parades of bikers, clown units which are collecting money for children, doesn't fit in the general European picture as it does in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this. It is different. And as a European temple, we are represented regionally by our 16 clubs in 7 countries and nobles in many European countries. These clubs try to organize the club life according to the regional circumstances and thereby generate donations for the idea we have as EMIRAT Shriners. In Germany, in Speyer, we participate every year in the Brezelfest parade. In Sicily, Italy, the nobles cook with children, or a superhero team visits children in hospitals, or in Switzerland, the nobles make chocolate and sell it for the charity. I think if we continue to manage to convey the original idea of fun and fellowship, we also create interest in the Shriners and therefore on the philanthropic side of the organization. Of course, Freemasonry in Europe is rated discreet, and the Shriners needs publicity. But how much each noble, and we call every brother noble when he is a member, each noble goes into the public remains his own decision.
I kindly ask you, Frank, to describe Shrine's European journey from its appearance on the continent until today. How many Shriners we do have? In which countries there are clubs? Do you think it is possible to have a Shrine hospital also in Europe?
First, let me come to the last question of this 3-part question about the own hospital. Our idea is to send children from all over the world with an accompanying person to our existing health facilities and to fully finance the travel expenses and the stay. The bureaucratic hurdles are much lower than in Germany or Switzerland, for example. And since we are active worldwide, it does not matter in the end where our facilities are located. So no, we are not planning our own hospital. For this money, we can fly countless children to existing facilities in the US, Mexico, or Canada. Since 2011, and that's one of the questions that new nobles have. Since 2011, we have transported over 120 children to our facilities, many of them multiple times if needed. In 2023, we will able to send at least 11 accompanied children by the end of the year. This year we sent children after the earthquake in Turkey and children from Romania, Syria, and other different countries. We accomplished all this with just over 700 members, and but we are not only the 700 members. I would like to mention the support of our ladies who organize themselves and together contribute a great part to our success. The forerunner of EMIRAT was founded in 1951 by American soldiers as a club, and in 2011 the nobles were granted a charter from Shriners International as an independent temple. At the moment, clubs exist in Germany, Switzerland, Romania, Cyprus, Italy, Greece, and Turkey. There are some more in planning. And in addition, there are emirate nobles in Spain, Denmark, Sweden, Belgium, France, and Netherlands. I hope I have not forgotten anyone. Please, nobles, excuse when I have forgot you in a different country than I named. Yeah.
Now, a personal question. Frank, please explain, why do you choose this motto, share the light?
Yes, there are several reasons. First, the light symbolism shows the closeness from the Shriners to the Freemasonry. And the second thing is sharing the light of our idea, both within the Freemasonry, but also in the profane world, should be close to the heart of every noble. And as last point, of course, to use the experience of longtime nobles is also share the light.
What are the main objectives of your mandate as Potentate of EMIRAT Temple?
Yeah, to provide treatment to as many children as possible, to continue to increase membership, and in some places to set a course for the future. This means to go more professional on our social media appearances and the homepage, or to offer even better tools for public relations for the nobles, for the nobility, for the whole temple.
Nice. Which do you consider is the best way to communicate our philanthropy?
Yeah, if each noble proudly tells in his lodge how he is improving the lives of children while experiencing fun and fellowship with their wives and families and brethren from all over Europe, I'm sure many Masons will be interested in becoming members of Shriners and hopefully especially of Emirate Shriners. If some of the nobles tell their families or colleagues about it, I'm sure we will find more sponsors. And hey, the way from a sponsor to a brother in a Blue Lodge, and maybe later to a member of the Shriners, it's also possible.
Finally, please let us know your curriculum vitae, both Masonic and profane, Frank.
Okay. Yes. I was born in 1971 in East Germany and grew up there, sheltered as a teacher's child. Yes, teacher's child. And yeah, after the reunification, I worked for a health insurance company in East Germany. And later I completed an apprenticeship in adult education. And since 2001, I have been working in Cologne for a large health insurance company, which of course helps me to understand some of the bureaucratic constraints in health insurance, or to send kids from one country to another, and that helps me a lot. Yeah, that was the profane side, and the Masonic side is I'm a Mason since 2006. I was in two lodges, Worship for Master and DDGM and American Canadian Grand Lodge of Germany. And yeah, since 2016, I'm a Shriner. And further memberships are some typical British degrees from Mark Master to Knights Templar Priest, which I let rest in 2023 to dedicate myself fully to my task as potentate.
Normally. Frank, thank you so much for this splendid interview. And I try as Shriner, as member of EMIRAT Temple, to do my best to spread what is Shrine about, because it's a fantastic. I am the very first Romanian initiated into Shrine. It was in 2006 in Milan.
Much
We were
longer than I.
from Italy, in Milan, yes, 2006. We were from Italy, from Germany. I was from Romania. Splendid.
Mm.
And I hope our interview will bring more members to our Emirat temple. Thank you again.
thank you again for the invitation and allowing me to represent EMIRAT and to present EMIRAT. And thank you for being an Emerald Shriner. Every noble is much important, and that you give us the opportunity to spread the idea. That's yeah, we are very grateful for this, and thank you again, brother and noble Claudio.
Thank you.